Storybook Brawl was nice enough to send me some dust codes, so I'm doing another giveaway. Stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can enter to win. What is up, everybody? I'm NoLuxGiven, and today we're going to be taking another look at a game featuring Snow Angel, which I still think is a really powerful hero. It didn't go super great for us in yesterday's video, but despite that, I think that Snow Angel is still one of the best heroes in the game. I think that every game that I've had on the hero, other than the tournament game, has just been really fantastic, so wanted to show off this new hero just a little bit more. On turn 2, I'm going to wind up picking up a For Glory. Potentially we win this combat because of the Sherwood Sure Shot. I'm not really counting on it, especially against a 38 health Mad Catter. However, it will also tick down the Cinderella, and I feel like that is more valuable than just rolling. By the way, I do want to say that because we are playing on Snow Angel, and Snow Angel no longer has like the tracker right here, which is why I moved my camera to the top of the screen. Let me know what you guys think. Should I be down here now, or do you like me up here? I guess I'll go back to down here. It does cover up my health total though, so maybe you'd just rather have me at the top of the screen, but let me know in the comments what you are thinking. We're gonna pick up a second Sherwood Sure Shot on this turn, and then a Crafty. We are building our way towards 2 different treasures, so Crafty's a pretty nice pickup here, as well as just being a 2/2, and I think that will be good for us. We are going to get pretty, or actually we'll end up tying in this combat, despite my opponent's Jack's Jumping Beans, but we do give them an upgraded Polywoggle Sleigh. I guess it's on 2.2, so it's not a huge deal, but still doesn't feel like a huge win in that capacity. In this shop, I'm really eyeing up the XP. And also we need to take Brave Princess because we are on 3.0, so that much is pretty straightforward. So the options are Brave Princess plus Kitty Cut Purse, or Brave Princess and then sell one of our units to pick up a Prized Pig or a Vampire. And I think that we might be strong enough if our stag attacks first, then we're going to get that +3/+3 on both of our ranged units. I think that should be enough to allow us to win with our Prized Pig. Now, unfortunately, we don't slay with the Brave, nor do we attack with the Stag, so a little bit awkward. We are going to wind up not winning this combat. We do wind up getting a tie though. So we don't generate any gold from the Prized Pig. That is the annoying part there. We even had a 50-50 to win at the end. We were 80% to win overall, so a little bit unlucky. And I'm wondering if I still don't want to get stronger, so that way we can use this Wish Upon a Star in a little bit more of an effective way. And one of the cool things that you can do with Snow Angel and Wish Upon a Star is cast that wish on 3.2. And what that's going to do when we cast this next turn, first of all, we might get bonus gold from the Prized Pig next turn. Second of all, we're going to be bringing some bonus gold in the form of that golden chicken. And then we are also going to immediately get effectively 4 bonus gold by getting a free good unit when we cast that Wish Upon a Star. So that just makes it a much more powerful spell on this hero, and definitely gives us a chance to do some powerful things. So hopefully we can keep this Prized Pig alive. Not quite going to be the case, and we are going to lose this combat as well. So in that regards, I'm glad that we did not cast the wish, but then we are going to get a free unit there from the Wish Upon a Star, and then we can roll and we can sell off the golden chicken plus one of our other units to pick up a tier 4 unit. And I want to do that. I either want to pick up Juliet or Medusa just for a little bit more strength on the board, because when I pick up that Wish Upon a Star, my whole brain just converts, okay, to how do we win the combat this turn? And just trying to present the strongest board for the current turn. So I'm looking here, I think that it's Golden Chicken plus Prized Pig to pick up Medusa. I think that Prized Pig, while good, is potentially just not what we need this turn. We don't really care about the pig surviving, we care about winning this combat, and the pig wanting to be a backline unit is making things a little bit more awkward. Well, now we can play a backline unit full of just ranged units and then a Medusa. So this is going to be a lot stronger for us. My opponent with a pretty good board is going to make things a little bit awkward. but we will still wind up getting the win. So now we are on 4.2. If we can find another XP spell, then all of a sudden we are on 5.0. So that is all pretty great. I do pick up another Medusa here just because I think that makes us a little bit stronger even so. And then I go for a Kidnap to activate Cinderella, and I'll pick up a Secret Stash. So now I'm feeling good, win or lose. I like my positioning here. We do also have the option to either pick up or lock onto a Court Wizard. We are running a bunch of Royals at this point. Brave Princess does look a little bit awkward until you remember that we're only on 4.0, but still it has failed to slay twice now. It's been one turn it just failed to slay, and then the other turn I think it got attacked into, right? So those are definitely awkward considerations for keeping the Brave Princess in there. And then we do also have the opportunity to potentially triple the Medusa if that is what we want to do. We're going to wind up taking a bunch of damage this turn though, and then we get Lancelot as our free unit. So that's definitely pushing me into Court Wizard territory. I think that the Brave Princess is probably out, but I am going to triple up this Medusa, and Sky Castle is just what the doctor ordered there. That'll also let me triple up on the Sherwood Sure Shot. And Bounty Board is a pretty strong treasure to pick up from here, considering that we also currently have a River Wish Mermaid. So River Wish Mermaid on the current board with that Bounty Board is just a lot of potential power, a lot of potential econ. So good luck onto that shop. I basically wind up picking up everything that was in that shop, and now Medusa can slay thanks to the River Wish Mermaid. That'll start to grow. Lancelot I still think is big enough right now. It's borderline, but it's technically 4.1, so I think that this Lancelot is big enough to slay. And I'm not really super concerned with the Brave Princess. That could have just been Cinderella there, but we're just playing a Royal, so that way the Court Wizard potentially gets some bonus attacks. We're going to get 3 bonus gold from this turn, so all of that is pretty good from this bounty board here. And the reason that I kept in that Brave Princess, maybe it was able to slay, maybe that gives us an extra gold as well. So that was kind of the thought process there, all other things being equal. We are looking here for Horn of Olympus. However, we're not quite going to find it. None of these treasures are fantastic. Deck of Many Things is still okay though, just as a generic good treasure, because we are rounding into the later stages of the game, at least for us. So picking up a treasure to potentially do some nice things in that capacity could be sweet. I'm going to take a look at tier 3 treasures, and treasure map is probably one of the better tier 3 treasures that we can find, at which point I'm going to pick up the treasure map. I'm not super inclined to go heavily into Sky Castle this game, so I'm not going to worry about it, but we could potentially try to still make another Court Wizard work. I don't think that that is the craziest idea. And then I also do consider the Brave Princess again, just for that bounty board synergy, but not quite going to worry about it. Lancelot does have a 66% chance to slay there, but unfortunately is not going to be able to do so. And then we will just have to hope that Court Wizard and our River Wish Mermaid can carry us against my opponent's ranged units, and it's just not going to be possible. So take a little bit more damage, but now we're almost level 6. Any XP spell makes us level 6, so that is pretty cool. And then we do also have the opportunity to potentially flip the Lancelot there. I kind of miss it. If I took Sporko and cast that spell on Lancelot, that would have been active. Though I'm not in a super huge rush to activate Lancelot. I just pick up a 9 Sea Terror. Probably a mistake. I probably just missed the fact that I could have activated Lancelot the old... Well, I guess that isn't the old-fashioned way. I would say this is more the old-fashioned way here. So now if we slay with Lancelot, it's going to get +8/+8, and it will go up to 24, I believe, if we're doing that math correct. Yeah, because it'll get +2/+2 from its own ability, and then +2/+2 from the River Wish, and both of those things happen twice, so it'll go up to 24. So still a little bit off there, but it will get the chance to slay, so that'll be at 24 4 for the next turn. We'll only need a little bit more to take it over that hump, and we get very close to dying there. So this game gets quite scary, but then we are level 6, so that is going to give us a Green Knight, first off, to activate Lance, and then also just the opportunity to find more tier 6 units this turn. We pick up a Hercules, that's a pretty sweet one. We also have the opportunity to pick up another Court Wizard, but I wind up just holding off here and I roll into a Good Boy. We've got a bunch of good units right now, so I think that that will be good for us. I potentially want to cut this Nutcracker, because the Nutcracker is making things a little bit awkward in that if the Nutcracker, well, I guess the Lance will activate first, right? Yeah, so never mind what I was going to say. It's totally fine if the Nutcracker activates here. But we'll pick up the Good Boy. This gives us some decent chances for the Hercules to activate and the Nutcracker, and then we've also got this Court Wizard just going wild. I'm not going to worry about picking up this spell because I want to put more attack on the Good Boy, not more health, but there are some really good tier 7 treasures that we can grab from this point. Mirror Mirror works absolutely fantastically when you are going for Good Boy Court Wizard strats, so that is definitely top of my list, and we are more than powerful enough right now to take down this Sharon. So things are going well. Looking for Mirror Mirror, but another treasure that would definitely be good is Radiant Prism, and both of those were on the top of my mind as I was making this decision, and it's a tough call, but I think Radiant Prism is the pickup here. It's still just as good with Court Wizard and Good Boy, but is going to also allow us to do other really fun things with this board, so I think that it is worth going for. I'm going to also pick up a Worm Root for Good Boy here just to grab a little bit more stats, and then from here we could take a Boomhilda, we could take a Gumblegore to start pumping up the Good Boy and some of these other things. We're going to build towards a tier 6 treasure on Hercules pretty soon coming up, so that's not too shabby. I will wind up picking up a 9 Sea Terror to end off the turn, and then I'll grab an Evil Eye, tossing that bounty board. This gives a whole bunch more stats to the Good Boy, which when it eventually dies will be a bunch of stats for the rest of the team, so that's pretty sweet. Those will also trigger on the Court Wizard here. Everything is going to trigger on Court Wizard, so that's a bunch of fun, and will just make us powerful enough to win this one pretty easily. The reason that I didn't pick up the first 9 Sea Terror is because once you have Radiant Prism, any tier 6 units are so powerful. So it's basically what I'm rolling for here, and I'm really not finding any. I am going to wind up casting some spells, but from this position, I'm just looking for like Lordies, Ashwood Elms, and we do finally find an Ashwood Elm here, but yeah, just was looking for anything for a long time there and was really not getting lucky in that capacity. So going to wind up throwing that in here now. We can pump up the Ashwood Elm with the doubled up Green Knight, so that's kind of an interesting maneuver here too, and that is going to give all of my units plus 35 health, including this, or I'm sorry, plus 35 attack, including Good Boy, which will then give everything 35 attack again later. So I do think that this is pretty good. Hercules is going to activate in 1 here, so we'll also have a Hercules next turn and another tier 6 treasure. As long as it didn't get attacked by that ranged unit there, we were looking pretty good. And then Court Wizard can obviously clear some things out, though it didn't really have to. I don't think Court Wizard, maybe it procced once on that combat, but our units were just big enough, which is obviously great. Wand of Weirding seems good enough here to double cast some spells on Good Boy, and from there I have to toss the deck of many things because the Evil Eye is actually just giving us way too many stats, pumping up a Ashwood Elm when we've got a Good Boy going on here. We'll pick up another Good Boy. That is another really strong pickup from this point, and we'll also keep supporting the Ashwood Elm. Just a funny interaction that I wanted to point out there. When you purchase anything and you have a Radiant Prism, that is going to flip over your Frog Princes. So I thought that that was kind of cute. And then from there, I do debate just putting in this Nutcracker. We are playing up against the Ghost here. Maybe we'll be able to grab a tier 4 treasure. I don't know if I really need a tier 4 treasure, but maybe we'll be able to pick one up and that can be okay for us. We are just going to take out these dwarves pretty easily though, and the rest isn't going to matter. We'll get one hit on the Nutcracker, but not enough to activate that quest. And then we are on to the finals, and it is Beauty versus Radiant Prism, just a stronger form of Beauty. I'm going to double cast a Pigomorph here, which is pretty strong and going to give us a really good chance to win this final combat. I could sell 4 things right now, Medusa plus my bench, to pick up another Green Knight. I don't think that that is the worst idea in the world. We double support the good boys, giving them a whole bunch more health because we still have the Evil Eye. But ultimately, I just think we don't need it. I think that what we want to do in this case is really just potentially roll for more 6-drops like Lordy, maybe Good Boy, Ashwood Elm, something like that. Also, rolling is really good because maybe we find another Pigomorph. And I don't think there's any way that we lose our combat this turn, so I don't think we need to get stronger right now. But we might not kill my opponent. Maybe we tie, I don't know. But I think that in most scenarios, we're just hoping to get stronger next turn, and for that reason we just want to roll and look for a few more things. But 2 good boys is going to make us insanely powerful, and then we also have this Court Wizard on cleanup duty, and we are going to get the win, not going to get the kill like I said, so still a little bit more combat to be played. We don't have to do too much, though. I think that this should be pretty easy. We just want to find some tier 6 units, and Pumpkin is a pretty good tier 6 unit in that capacity to just add a little bit more power to the board. From there, I'm going to fire off a doubled up Masquerade Ball to give us some more looks at tier 6 units, and from here we could sell Medusa plus our bench, or Green Knight plus our bench, and either of those cases is going to give us enough gold to purchase something. However, if we purchase the Good Boy here, then we're playing down a unit. So I don't really want to purchase Good Boy, but I think that we can go ahead and just pick up another Ashwood Elm by selling our whole board. And then from there, I'm not even convinced that I want the Good Boy next turn, because again, that would mean that we need to find a replacement unit. So I'm not even going to lock. I'm just going to pick up Ashwood Elm, get a little bit stronger for this turn, and at this point, if we win this combat, we are going to win this game, and we are definitely going to win this combat. My opponent has a Pumpkin. We've got a Good Boy powered up Pumpkin, so they've got to battle through some of this stuff, and even if they can, the only thing we really had to worry about there was them stealing our Pumpkin. That could have been a little bit awkward, but I think we would have even battled through that because Court Wizard would have triggered whenever they traded off with something else. So pretty straightforward ending there, and really just a strong showing for Court Wizard Good Boy with the Radiant Prism. And ultimately, I think a really strong play with Snow Angel. The point that I made on 3.2, I think is a really good one. The fact that Snow Angel is able to, on 3.2, pick up a Wish Upon a Star and get a free 4-cost unit for that is obviously a really insane rate. That helped me win the Wish Upon a Star, which just shot me super ahead of the rest of the lobby and allowed me to make some other interesting plays. And ultimately, Snow Angel can do a lot of really powerful things like this, picking up XP, and otherwise just being powerful, getting those free units. That is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace. Here's the details for my giveaway this week. Just leave a comment on any of my videos that includes the word spell. New week, new code word, and you'll be entered into a chance to win a 4,000 dust code. The reason that I say to include the word, that way I can differentiate between the people just leaving a comment and those that are actually interested in the dust, to make sure that it goes to a person that will appreciate it. And there's no limit to how many times you can enter. You can go back and comment on some of my previous videos. I've been uploading daily Storybook Brawl videos for the past 7 or 8 months at this point, so I'm sure there is some sweet content that you have yet to see. And yeah, you can enter multiple times. I will do a new code next week. And the other thing that I wanted to say is that if a bunch of people enter, I will give away more codes. So that's just going to be limited by how many people are entering and how many people are commenting. Let's get this channel to over 1,000. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'm No Lex Given. Peace.